Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you're doing well. Today, we're talking about a very special man on the internet, quite possibly the biggest living piece of trash in the world of rock music right now. That's Mr. Ronald Radke of the band Falling in Reverse and probably from other stuff too. Who cares? It's not like after this video I want you guys to go listen to his shitty music anyway. Well, it's always a bad day when the internet somehow reminds me that this guy exists. And the most recent instance of that came by way of another YouTube creator in the music review and commentary community. That would be Brad Taste in Music, who every once in a while makes it a bit to just suffer live to some really bad music, some really bad albums. Some of his most popular content in that vein is him reacting to the music of Falling in Reverse and Ronnie Radke. And if you know anything about Ronnie Radke, he doesn't really like criticism or pushback or anybody saying not so nice things about him in any way whatsoever at all ever. Usually causes him to go a little haywire on social media, sending droves of fans to harass detractors on TikTok, starting beef with even me on Twitter at one point, and now most recently with Brad Taste in Music, hitting him up in DMs to relish in the fact that I guess Ronnie had some of Brad's videos taken down, which, man, he's really loving. He's really loving that. So sad, so fragile, so sensitive. What a coward. And anyone defending this man or acting like he's cool, probably a coward too. Now, some of you guys might be saying, hey, wait, listen, Anthony, that's like Ronald's content there. That's his intellectual property. He should be able to say whether or not it turns up in Brad's YouTube video, so on and so forth. Yeah, but here's the thing. Brad's content does technically fall under fair use. And on top of it, Ronald has been on camera previously saying it's A-okay for streamers to stream his music live onto the internet.
And I have 100% say in where my music goes. And you're allowed to listen to my music while you're streaming without fear of getting in trouble. At this point, it doesn't matter to me. It's ridiculous. You might as well listen to it. Which I suppose
he is well within his right to change his mind on. However, I think you and I both know that Ronald isn't like, taking down the content of every streamer out there who might be playing his music live. No, it's probably just the ones who react to it negatively or talk about how shitty it is. Because again, Ronald doesn't really like having things said about him that have been out and about in the media. And while this recent occurrence also makes Ronald look like a piece of shit, it's not the crappiest thing he's ever done. Somehow, I thought it would be fun to take a second here to do a bit of a greatest hits for Ronald Radke and talk about why exactly he sucks, beyond the music just being so painfully mid and annoying. Ronald is one of those controversial figures in rock music who likes to, tout himself as like a free speech kind of guy. He's shooting from the hip. He's telling it like it is. He may have said some things in the past that don't play all that well today, but he's grown, he's changed. You can't hate people over old tweets. He's not with all that cancel culture crap. However, over the years that he's been in the music industry, Ronald has shown no growth, change, or maturity. Any shittiness or narcissism he may have been exhibiting in the past when he might have said something terrible 10 years ago is surely still being exhibited now. You don't even need to go into the old things Ronald Radke has said and done because he's doing and saying just as terrible things today, whether he's using his Twitter page to harass and shut down people trying to talk about their experiences having been sexually assaulted. And he doesn't do the same thing that maybe some other artists do when they're hit with similar allegations. They might make a statement. They might apologize. They might disappear into the shadows, never to be heard from again because they're cowardly pieces of shit. But no, not Ronald. Ronald doubles down and sues. On top of this, he's had domestic violence charges too against him, which were ultimately dismissed, true, but the fact that all of this behavior is piling up here is quite Sussy Wussy, which is a legal term, or even hopping on Twitter to be transphobic, or poke fun at the idea of black people receiving reparations. What's funny about this is that he's throwing this kind of rhetoric out there, and this is the sort of thing where any rock star who actually makes good music, the Right Wing and Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh, whoever it is, would be jumping on top of it, desperate to like interview him and like put a mic in his face and like, it'd be like, yeah, this is our guy. Look at our guy over here, our guy. But Ronald Radke is such a sad, chaotic piece of shit that even those grifters show no interest in him, even when he's like literally parroting their talking points back at them. Among the right wing, transphobia is like the new flavor of the month. Meanwhile, Ronald's over here in the corner like, guys, I can be transphobic too. And nobody gives a shit. Ronald, you're an idiot. Like one time when he was arrested at a New Jersey music festival performance for throwing not one, not two, not three, but 4 microphone stands into the crowd, injuring a few concert goers in the process. 2 people were struck in the head. One of them was a 16-year-old girl. Even though Ronnie did this and he got arrested, it's like dead to rights, and apparently, you know, this person had to be paid. Yeah, despite all this, apparently Ronald has still not apologized for this, and he's, I guess, proud of that. And this other thing here I'm just recently hearing about, I guess he ripped off a band that was touring with them because they were kind of on the ropes after having gotten busted with just some marijuana on them. And in desperation to stay on the tour, they offered to keep playing for free, which of course Ronald's response to that was like, oh, play for free? I could just kick them off the tour, or I could have the opportunity to exploit them.
I think I'll just exploit them.
It's just so weird that he keeps getting away with being a totally unrepentant, abusive, mean, manipulative, take advantage of you in any way that he can piece of shit. Why does anybody support this, turn a blind eye to it? And especially like, why does Epitaph Records continue to bankroll this dickhead's career? There's no reason in 2023, unless you really want to inflict pain upon yourself, to be listening to any music that he makes. The guy's essentially making a career out of being a walking fucking L. That cover he did of Papa Roach's Last Resort 2 was shit. I'm just throwing strays out there at this point. Look, Ronnie Radke sucks, and there's no reason to have anything to do with Ronnie Radke. And I think we can leave it there now that that has been thoroughly explained. You're the best. Thank you for watching. Over here next to my head is another video you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Ronnie Radke sucks forever.
I'm gonna say what the fuck I want, bitch.